Okay. Hello, everyone. We're back here in another really dumb setup with What If Life Was. My name's Brandon,
My name's Dave.
My name is Dylan.
and we are back at it. This is a special episode here in the garage because every episode's special. And
It's a real treat.
It's a real treat. It's crazy. What is that? You?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're okay. It sounded like somebody was like going through the garage. Anyway, so yeah, we're it's funny because I feel like every other episode at this point is going from like somewhere calm to somewhere like extreme, and then like being like, no, never mind, that was a bad idea, because like 2 episodes and then we did the bathroom, and then 2 episodes of a calm, like relaxing, either a kitchen table or the atrium, and now we're back at uncomfortable. We did a garage.
But I like this uncomfortable. It feels like we're doing something extreme. I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever like sat this way, like next to a car. It just feels really weird. Like I'm just like right here next to the mirror, just like right against the car.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. That's just a weird feeling. It's like what?
Well, it'll work. Hopefully, you at home are enjoying this as much as we are. But you know what I enjoy even more?
What's that?
Decaf coffee.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like me some decaf. We did it, gang. We took the time and sat ourselves down and made ourselves a little song called Decaf.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Dylan, you worked on a large portion of the instrumentation of it. I'm not going to ask you to like break that down, but I guess, did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy throwing that together?
Yeah, it was really fun, and like, it was kind of nice that it didn't take long for me to find something I really liked. Like, I was kind of worried that we would need to go through several different demos to find a progression you guys liked or that you vibed with, but yeah, I just the first one just seemed to work out pretty well. So I didn't even spend that much time on it, honestly. Like the video you saw, the video we made, the footage that I got was pretty much, that was pretty much the extent of it. Just trying to find a chord progression that works, and then just playing it with sort of like that feel, that sort of like lazier kind of swing feel. And I was just like, well, that feels really nice, and it worked.
It absolutely did. Dave, was this like a pressure for like a weird kind of pressure writing lyrics for you? Oh goodness, sorry. Okay. Or was it I don't know. It was kind of, it's a quick turnaround to try and bring up some emotions. I know you said that you based it on a poem that you had written previously.
Yeah. So luckily, this kind of it kind of fit really well with the poem that I'd written, and so I kind of took pieces of that and then changed it around a little bit, and then I really wanted to. I was excited, you had written your version of Decaf, which was really, really cool. Like the poem you sent me. I realized, like, as I was putting it together, I was like, man, I really don't want it just to be my words on it. One of the things like this prompt was really rad for is because, like we used to play in a band together and we used to write, and we really like took it seriously and did a lot of like a bunch of steps to like making of what it is to be a band and what it is to do that. And like, this is like the first time I've written with you, Brandon, in like a long time. And it was nice to like not worry about not putting so much pressure on myself. I don't know about you guys, but like I had fun with it. I enjoyed it,
Yeah, I agree. Like, it was really, really nice to just write something that like I just knew would probably work, and then just be like, there you go. Like,
Right.
Have fun. You know what I mean? Like, but it obviously, like, with your like approval of it, you know what I mean? It was just like, yeah, that, and then I was just like, okay, I think this will work, and just sort of letting it go, was really nice. I think there's something, whenever you're writing songs or you have something in your head, or you're trying to be really original, or you're trying to create something completely unprompted with no deadline, it just can get really, I don't know, you can get in your head about it, and it can get really complicated. And this was just very like, we're just doing the thing, we did it, it's done. And it was great. It felt really good. I agree.
Nice. Did you like the little coffee cup I drew on the lyrics?
Yeah, absolutely.
I drew that for you. It's not in the video, and so nobody's seen it, but I went into a little sketch pad and I drew a little coffee cup for my
that's
poem.
Adorable.
It was really good.
I was like, ha. It made me feel like I was in 7th grade again, turning in like a poem for like, write about something you don't like. Well, I don't like decaf coffee. Like, decaf, more like half calf. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it was a ton of fun. And it was strange. This is the first project where we, had the idea in mind, and then we kind of more or less like scattered to the winds. Like, we did not reconvene again until we recorded. And it was strange, like kind of a back and forth moments of like, oh man, we need to be doing something, because for all these other projects, it kind of was like every day like counted, and we had to make sure we were finding that time to get together and do the work aspect of these projects. So it wasn't until, that Sunday, but even then it was relatively short. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 hours of recording, and I know that there was a lot of things we didn't get to. I know, Dave, you wanted to add synthesizer to it. And I know we also, we had a number of opportunities or avenues to maybe go to someone to record this for us that ended up falling through. But it never really felt like it deterred. I don't know. I never felt like super discouraged by it. It was just like, okay, well, it's now this thing. Now it's, okay, it's not this studio, it's this studio. Oh, it's not a studio, it's at home. Like, okay, that's just what it's going to be. And I don't know, all of it, like, that was my first time playing bass in like 2 years. And, sitting back down to record was like, oh man, like this is a part of playing music that was very challenging for me, was listening and playing it and feeling good about it. But now listening to it, like, I hear the couple of notes that I hit a little too hard. And the more I've listened to the song, the more I'm like, I don't know, I like the little imperfections to it. And
even like I was so hyper fixated on the acoustic guitar part that I recorded it. I think we used like the second take or something. And then as I was listening back while you were recording, I could hear an open G, which isn't in the key, kind of just sort of like a ghost note ringing out whenever I would shift chords, and it would bother me. But listening back to it now, it's like, it sounds great. There's nothing, your bass part sounds awesome. Like, it just works. It just flows really nicely, even if there are some inconsistencies. It makes it sweet, spicy.
Yeah,
yeah.
I really wanted to, I was going to sing, like I sang it in my lower registry, and then I was going to I thought about doing like more varied stuff, like for the choruses or whatever else. But like after we recorded it, I just kind of like wanted to let it flow the way it was. It's a fun little song, like, like, I don't know, for me, recording and singing has always been like the hardest and the scariest. I'm not the world's greatest singer in the world, right? World's greatest singer in the world. That's a fun sentence.
Yep. Yeah, you're right there. But yeah, that's strange.
But yeah, no, like, so like that's always been like a challenge for me, and I've always had to kind of just like brace for that and like go forward. With this, like, I just had fun with it. I just didn't worry about necessarily like, obviously it's sounding as good as it can or whatever, but like it was just fun. I had a blast with it, and I'm really proud of it. It's nice to write something in a couple days and put it out. Literally, Brandon, the fact you did the lyric video was really cool. Like, I was just like, man, like, this is great.
Dude, it was so cool.
I was so stoked on it because, like, so I don't know, it was so interesting editing those videos for it and everything, because like, Dave, you provided the song and I knew I had that, and I was like, I knew I wanted to put some kind of video together. I really didn't even know what I would have with everything, but I was talking to you about it. Like, I loved the working process of putting those videos together, because I started at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon and I was done like 11 or so. And like, I took a break in between doing stuff, but like, it was such a fun workflow of like, I got all of the footage and everything that I knew we had for this, everything that you had shot, Dylan, and everything that you had got, Dave, and then the stuff we got the night of. And I put it all in like a folder. I know this is like kind of boring talk. It was very satisfying to me, but
Yeah.
And then I watched through everything we had, and then I just started kind of like, even the stuff, because that's a weird process, like watching back through, like we've talked about with editing these episodes, like I gave you the advice of like, don't assume you're going to be able to watch back through it twice, because you know what you get, you know what you say, and like my attention span starts to burn out. And that's not always a good editing advice to do everything on the first pass. It's actually really bad advice. But when it comes to time constraints, it makes sense. But anyway, I did watch everything we had. Basically, I was diligent, and I don't know, it was nice, is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was very militant in how I looked through it, and then I had the idea for it, and then I was like, oh, it'd be fun sometime to come back and maybe like do a lyric video for this, just because like, your lyrics are such a huge part of it, and I don't know, it'd be nice to have those out in the world. And then I was like, well, but like, there's nothing in this project of What If Life Was that we can't go back and visit ideas. But every other project we've moved on, which has been really nice. Yeah. And I was like, wouldn't it be nice if I went ahead and just made this lyric video, and then we were done with this song, and as much as we wanted it to be. And so I still had time left after I finished the making of video, and I was like, just going to do this. I'm not going to make it fancy. It's just going to be fading text transitions, and
extremely impressive, dude. It was so sick. All of that, like everything that you made that day I was blown away. I was like, this is awesome. Like I didn't even know you would have time. Like this is another part of this project where it's like, I don't know you guys' schedule to a T. Mm-hmm. And like, it's just like, I just didn't know. It's like, well, we have that footage, but I have no idea if any of us are going to have time to put that together. And you just did it that day, and it was awesome. That was so cool.
Thanks. Also, shout out to Donna, because Donna copy edited the lyric video, because I was just like, she was busy, and I didn't want to bug her, but I was like, it would just be so nice if I didn't mess up anything. And not to brag, but I'm a little bit phonetically challenged, so spelling's not my best. But I only had one thing that she suggested I changed, and it wasn't even necessary, but I did it because she's a copy editor.
Dude, way to go.
Thanks,
That's
man.
Impressive. Like, really.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
Steel cold, hyphenated.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is the garage door moving?
Probably. It's probably windy.
I'm getting dizzy looking at it. Whoa.
You getting dizzy? You want to pause for a minute?
No, I'm good. It's kind of cool. It's tripping me out.
Well.
All right, let's keep going. Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't, just, if you need a pause, don't question. Just pause.
I'm good. I'm sitting in a chair. We're good.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that was Project 5. I very much loved it. Decaf, that was really fun and special. Again, it means so much to me that we didn't do another sketch, largely just because, again, I would feel weird if this was just a bunch of sketches. Because again, we've talked about how the fact we all have different agendas for doing this. We share an agenda of wanting to get to spend time together more and make things. But like a big thing for me is like I love doing comedy, so funny stuff, like that's always going to be my kind of go-to. And I don't know, the making of had some funny moments in it, but other than that, like, I don't know, that just more felt like it was our voices. Like that was a little bit of my voice in this project, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was great. I loved it.
Oh, last thing is just, it was fun coming up with a band name too. Don't want to spend too much time on it, but just like, I don't know, that's such a stressful process. I don't know why I said that like Mario, but like, that's such a stressful process.
Yeah, it's the worst.
To like feel something like, oh, this is like, it's the band name, and we came together with that, and it was just cool. Next, what have you guys been watching? What have you guys been ingesting? I know you both watched Dune.
Oh yeah, Dune was sick, dude. Oh, Dune was so sick. I loved it.
Yeah, so we didn't go together. R.I.P. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
We'll talk about that later.
Be careful with that. I'm glad this window's up because I had a spit take on you.
But yeah, no. Dune, Dylan, how did you enjoy Dune?
I enjoyed it from a movie seat, and I watched it with my eyeballs. It was great. I also had popcorn and Sprite, I think.
Nice.
Put some butter on that popcorn, and it was very good. I thought it was badass. I don't know. Yeah. I liked it a lot.
So I don't, like, I know that Dune's a big thing. I don't know how to say this and not sound stupid.
Yeah,
but like, wait, so I don't know the feel of the movie. I don't know. So like, will you will you do the really crappy thing of trying to like, tell me I'm in Blockbuster. I need to go find Dune, but I'm not going to talk to people because I don't want to ask the dude because I'm socially anxious.
Yeah.
What section of the Blockbuster do I go? Not new releases.
You would go into sci-fi fantasy.
Sci-fi fantasy. Okay.
It's
That was easy.
Almost like
Oh, it's definitely sci-fi fantasy, 100%.
it is almost like adult Star Wars, I would say.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it. And it's like it is. There's a lot going on. It is one part of like, I think it's going to be maybe 3 movies. I think
I saw they announced it part 2 at least.
Yeah.
So.
So like, there's a lot going on, and it feels a little bit like Game of Thrones at times because it's like, I mean, I just sort of had to roll with it, you know.
Yeah, there's
you hear a lot of
political
names, a lot of
political stuff.
but it's like if you just roll with it, it's okay because it's not really. I mean, it's important, but it's not.
It's more like lore kind of thing. And
Yeah, like if you just follow along, I mean, dude, like, I don't know, like I forget how much I don't watch sci-fi movies that much or anything. I forget how cool it is. Like I really like Star Wars, and I mean, it's like everybody likes Star Wars, but like this was just so cool. Like it was so sick. The visuals were just insane. Like
I know a lot of people don't. I'm gonna let you talk about Dune in a second. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Speaking of sci-fi fantasy, I forget how much I like it, but like I know some people don't like this movie, but like I remember watching Prometheus in the theater, and like it was the first movie that I watched where like it just the environment sold me so much. I just was like in love with being on this other planet, and the fact that it was an alien related movie, but that was spoilers for Prometheus. That's not revealed to the very end, and that epic like oh my god, this is crazy. I don't know. I enjoy a good sci-fi fantasy, and I feel very silly that I didn't think of that as far as the mood genre of it.
no, it's okay. I had no idea about it either going into it.
Yeah, I had no idea about what it was about or anything else. I hadn't seen the other one that was out before, which I hear is terrible. But no, yeah, I went and saw it on IMAX, and it was great. It was really, really good, man. You should definitely check it out.
I definitely will.
Sure.
Anything else you guys been watching? Sorry, I kind of threw Dune on you, so.
I think that's about it, really. I've been watching a lot of Channel 5, like older All Gas No Break stuff with Andrew Callahan. And then I've seen all of his new Channel 5 stuff, but like that's like my favorite thing on the internet right now, I think, is what he's doing. I love it so much.
I can only watch it in small doses because, I mean, I haven't seen it in a minute actually, but the All Gas No Breaks interviews where he was going places gave me a level of panic that I couldn't deal with.
Really? Was it a lot of kind of anxiety inducing, just how crazy and weird?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that like I think I have a bit of denial sometimes that there are certain like viewpoints and ideas. I have a lot in my head about like how intelligence doesn't make a good person or bad person.
Sure.
But it's just like some of those places. I don't even remember which one it was. I think it was like the NASCAR event that he went to. I just remember watching and being like, woof. Nothing if you like NASCAR, just the people that were in this video were
they were just like, I watched that one yesterday. They were insane. Like they were all just like screaming about buttholes.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like,
I don't know.
It was nuts.
It's something.
I get that.
It is a lot to take in. And I don't know. It's good that it's there though, so that we can expose ourselves to those kinds of, to know
That is true.
that exists, that viewpoint exists, you know?
It's very true.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of the same way in terms of like, I don't think about, not that I think everybody should believe the same thing or think the same thing by any stretch of the means, but it's very interesting how vastly different people's opinions are on things.
Yeah. Well, and some are like more lighthearted than others. Some of those videos, they're not all super grim. Because some people are just like, you know, just really like eccentric and just like really interesting, you know.
For sure.
But then there are like some that are like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I mean, you know, I don't know. It's cool though. It's really entertaining.
It is. The couple of things I've been watching. One, I watched a film called A Town Called Panic for our animated podcast, 2D or Not 2D. Shameless plug.
Shameless.
You choose the strangest times to be my hype man.
I just want to always be your hype man, but I don't want to interrupt you. So
Thank
that's
you.
the thing. It's
I feel the love. It's good.
Okay, cool.
Town Called Panic is very good. It's a animated little claymation, not claymation, stop motion. And it's just wonderful absurdist comedy that like had me rolling. I mean, it's really good. And after I watched it, I realized YMS, yourmoviesuck.org, which we have all watched some of.
Oh yeah.
He put it as one of his like favorite films of 2009. And I was
okay,
like, that's
wow,
probably
nice.
why it stuck in my head. And then the other thing I watched, they started campaign 3 of Critical Role, which is a Dungeons and Dragons live podcast podcast and TV show. And it's really great. It's a huge time commitment, but if you guys,
And I want to.
oh man,
I'll do it someday. I'll sink in there someday.
it's all good. I recommend whatever you want to jump in on. If you wanted to just start with season 3, all seasons are great. Like, and I love watching that network of shows because their production value, every single thing they do, they up their game, and I really admire that in a I don't know, in a company that started on the internet. I think a lot of internet companies, you see like they kind of like they get to where they're good and then they stop, and then it's like their improvements are only come when it isn't like a necessary thing, like they have to, and then it's like it feels kind of desperate. Where these guys are just always making content that makes sense. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, no, for sure. You sent us the like the behind the scenes of the building of this season.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. It definitely made me want to check it out.
Oh, man, it's so fun and cool. If you don't like Dungeons and Dragons, but you like live comedy and you miss the feeling of everybody waiting a week to watch a show, I love that too, because like it's just like you're like they have a set, like they sign off every episode by saying, is it Thursday yet? And so then like that's what they ask every, you're like, oh man, is it Thursday yet? Because I want to watch the next episode. And it creates like a fun kind of community thing with people who watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's mine.
Sorry, I had some more like things.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
So you showed me a song today by a band called Nice.
Oh yeah, Nice with 3 eyes.
That song has been in, like, I've wanted to listen to it ever again since you showed me.
The song is Blunt Force Marijuana. It's very good.
Okay, what genre?
Yeah, no, like, I don't know. It's like adjacent. Oh man, this one's hard. It's like adjacent angrier pop punk with
No, you know what?
Scream vibes. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna play it for a second.
Yeah, can you play it for a second?
Yeah.
Because I don't. It's hard to say. But yeah, no, it's so good.
I like that a lot.
And then like I got into a weird rut of things on last week, and I got down a rabbit hole as I was working at work. I was also listening to a documentary that I had watched once before by Conor Oberst, One of My Kind. It's the one where he goes and right after Casadega, where he goes and he accidentally made a band in Mexico. And so he'll go and he brought some friends and made a record and then toured on that record with this band for 6 months.
The Mystic Valley Band.
And then made another record before they like went their separate ways. Like one of the things that he was like, oh, like it's really, he'd always wanted to record a record right after a tour, because like after a tour you play 4 or 5 months, you're tight as can be, and you usually just go home and be done with it. Well, he wanted to make another record, and so they did. And I don't know, like I'd seen that before. It hit really differently this time listening to it as I was working, because like it kind of felt in a small way like we were in a small way doing kind of what they were doing just with the song with Decaf and stuff, and it got me excited about just like, I don't know, like music and playing and why you do what you do, and like what it's just supposed to be fun. Like I don't know, it's all fun. So
Nice.
I enjoyed that, but yeah.
Very nice. Well, guys, let's move on to our next segment where we call Donna and ask her who wrote the last prompt.
Yes, it is Donna, I think, right?
Yeah, we're all voting Donna, right?
Mac, you think it's Donna?
Hello.
Hi, Donna. How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Doing well. I hope the inside of the house is doing well.
Yes.
Cool.
Should I be concerned?
No, I'm just hoping. I don't know. That's where you're located, and I just wanted to.
That is true. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, we're good.
So we were calling about the last prompts. I think that you wrote it, Dave.
I think that you wrote it, Donna.
Dylan.
Donna wrote. Yeah, I think probably. I don't know. Did you?
Oh,
Wait, was
they
I
can't.
supposed
I
to be
forget.
able to hear?
You're not plugged in. Dang it. I'm sorry. They all. Well, it's fine. So yes, they all said that they think it's you.
Well, you are all correct. Congratulations.
We did it. We got one right finally, collectively.
Yes.
How do we do, Donna?
Really well. I'm really pleased. That was cool. I liked the word you came up with for the chords to spell.
Whoa, some wind. Well, I'm glad we had a lot of fun making it. So thanks for doing that one.
Yeah, Donna, thank you. Like, that was just really, really fun to do and to change a pace, and it was a blast. Really, thank you for that prompt. It was rad.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys for doing it. I'm really glad that you guys did a music thing.
Yeah, us too. Dylan, is there anything you want to say to Donna? Because she can't hear you.
What? She can't hear me right now?
No, because it's not plugged in. So.
Oh.
You don't have to say anything. I want to make certain. No comment.
Yeah, I guess just like I thank you for the prompt.
He
it was cool.
He said thank you for the prompt as well.
I enjoyed. It was really cool. It was a cool exercise that I thoroughly enjoyed.
I really liked watching Dylan like roll through the keys and figure out how to make
that
chord progression
That was a lot of fun.
sound good. That was really, really cool.
So that was a lot of fun, and appreciated the change of pace. Well, Donna, thank you so much. We're gonna draw our next prompt and move on from there.
Is there any chance I could stay on the phone just while you draw the prompt?
Oh, sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
Just because I want to hear. I want to know first because I can.
Yeah, sorry. Dylan was motioning. Never mind. Yes, you can. You can. Absolutely. You scared me because I thought you were gonna say like, can you stay on the phone because I think there's someone else in the house.
Oh my god.
Okay.
There are two cats actually. Go ahead.
All right. Dylan is shaking up the prompt box. He's drawing a prompt, and he's gonna read it. So you're not gonna hear it. But hold on one second. I'll repeat it back to you.
What if life was an anime?
What if life was an anime?
Oh, no.
Did you hear that, Donna?
Y'all are animators, right?
Was an anime.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a sketch.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Donna.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man. What if life was an anime?
Oh no.
Guys,
Dave's not a weeb.
I'm out of my
Yeah.
I'm out of my depth, bro. I'm out of my depth
It's
right
actually
now.
unfortunate. Wait, do you watch much anime? You do.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
not a ton, but I mean, I've watched more than Dave.
Yeah.
We're probably on the same level, I guess. But I don't think I've watched that much. But I've watched like.
You've definitely watched more than me.
Let's take a moment and name every anime we've watched through in entirety.
Okay.
Through the
I'll-
entirety?
Can I
No,
start first?
yeah.
Can I start first? I got this. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
That's a lie. You haven't watched all of it.
Whoa.
What
Okay.
about like GT?
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. All right. Hold on. So I've watched most all of Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure there's a ton of episodes of Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, but I've watched a lot of episodes of Dragon Ball. I've watched Dragon Ball Z. I did not watch any Dragon Ball GT. I apologize.
fair enough.
I dropped off that wagon after that. What else have I seen? I've watched.
You watched Death Note?
Watched Death Note. Yeah, that I loved that kind of stuff. And then I sound like a cop right now. Jesus. Yeah, I like that Death Note stuff. Yeah, that Death Note stuff. Is Pokemon considered an anime? Is Pokemon considered an anime?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, then I watched Pokemon. What about Digimon? okay? Because I was big into Digimon, and I know that like that wasn't as
Digimon's
popular.
great, yeah.
But Digimon was awesome. Okay, so I was into that. So that's another one right there under my belt. Okay. Oh God.
Oh my!
Is that really all? Oh, now. God. All right. I have seen quite a bit of what was it called?
Hentai?
No. Yeah. It's what it feels like. It's what it. Yeah. No. High School of the Living Dead. Is that what it was?
Oh yeah.
Where, I mean,
That's one.
basically hentai. Like it was, like I remember the famous booby shot with the gun. She's like, yeah. Great. I loved it.
I've just now realized the direction that this episode is gonna go, and like, not that I know the end point, but just like where the next 10 minutes is gonna go of talking about anime.
So
We gotta cut all that out, though.
do we have to? Wait,
Yeah.
really?
No, it's fine.
we can talk whatever we want to cut out. We can cut out. Don't worry.
I'm kidding. I'm completely kidding.
So like, is that all though? And like, is that really as far as my depth?
You've probably
went?
seen something on Toonami or something.
Wait. I watched. Man, there was one that I watched semi recently.
I'm so happy that we're creating content on the internet that's 3 white dudes talking about the anime they've watched.
Yeah,
Bless
dude.
you.
Yeah, original. I haven't watched Naruto because I don't. have
Oh, we're not going to
don't-
spend the time going through what you haven't.
I don't
seen.
have the patience for that.
That's fine. Donna's halfway through Naruto right now or something.
Okay, what is Devilman? What is it?
Oh, you talking about Devilman Crybaby? Devilman Crybaby? Devil Crybaby?
It is Devil. Yeah, what is
It's
that?
Devilman Crybaby. Yep.
Thank
yeah,
you.
so that's the last anime I've seen is Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was good.
I like that one. Here's the problem with me and anime. Okay, it's not that I don't like it. I actually really enjoy it when I watch it. But there's so many, and like I don't know where to begin. Like I need a anime guide, so to speak.
Mm,
You know, like
I feel
could,
that.
Could
I
that
think
be?
that's everybody needs that.
Could that be y'all?
We could maybe do that. Maybe I've been in anime. Do you feel like you've been in anime long enough, Dylan? To be a guide? We can team it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Watch,
yeah,
Started Attack on Titans and it was awesome, but I never got back to it. Also, One Punch Man. There we go. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. I just realized, Dylan, I don't know about you, but I actually don't want to go through all the anime that I've watched because
Nah.
I started
it's
feeling
too,
it.
It's too many.
I think
Is
it might be too many.
much? Oh my god.
Well, I started to go through it in my head, and I was like,
What are some of your favorites though? Come on, just give me some tasties.
let's see, stuff that comes to mind of like, I don't know, Dylan, you got a favorite?
Yeah,
Rev?
Soul Eater or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood are my two favorites for sure.
Dude, Full Metal Alchemist kicks so much ass.
Yeah, that one's great. I love that one.
Nikki had me watch that, so I watched the original one, and I've been I really want to watch Brotherhood because I heard it's amazing. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but I really enjoyed the world of that. That's a really good starting point,
Okay.
dude.
Yeah,
Full
that
Metal-
one's good.
It's like kind of long and in terms of like it's not like a one season type of thing. It's probably like 30 something episodes, but it's over. That's what a great thing is like everything of it that exists, I think.
I personally would just suggest watching Brotherhood, but like they're both pretty good. I actually haven't finished the original, but I don't know. I heard that they're both good, but like the anime, the manga, the anime caught up to the manga, so the ending of the original is a little off from the manga, but I heard it's still pretty good. But like Brotherhood, just those start to finish like manga, but like they're both good, I think. So I don't know.
I think for you, I haven't seen it. I think you should watch Brotherhood because from everything I've seen, like, because then if you had interest, if you really liked it and you wanted to read the manga, like, I'm just thinking of you. I think you and I would be similar in the sense that like it's kept me from finishing Brotherhood because I watched the first one because there are similarities up to a point to my understanding.
Yeah. It's very similar for a while. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
because
kinda-
of those reasons.
yeah.
So, where does one watch that?
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's on Netflix.
I'll give it
I
a shot.
think.
I'll
I mean,
start it.
It was. That one's really good. I really, man, there's a lot. That's probably up there with one of my favorites. Because I can't think of something where I like burned through it so quickly and just such a cool world.
Yeah, that's great.
I really liked Agretzko. Super cute and fun.
Oh yeah, I watched a little bit of that. That was fun.
Yeah, Gretzko. If you want something really kind of cute, kawaii and fun, it's in the same universe as Hello Kitty. I think. I think. It's so funny. I'm thinking of all of this. I watch a lot of anime with Nikki, and I'm like, I feel like I can hear her like screaming.
Yeah.
So I'm like choosing my words so carefully.
Yeah, honestly, I'm feeling the
can't-
same way.
I
I can't
have
mess
a-
this up.
I have a podcast episode idea, or podcast idea.
What's that?
I don't know.
An anime podcast?
Our friend Nikki
Yeah.
she would be the guide, and like I would be the
Oh,
first
okay.
person. I'd be like, okay, so let's,
That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
That sounds like something you should reach out to Nikki about.
Oh, well, but I would want you guys on it too.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't know. My plate's a little full with podcasts. I'm not gonna lie. Are you talking about for this episode, or do you mean
I
just
was
in
thinking
general?
for this episode, or in
Oh.
general, I guess. But like this episode could be cool. But I guess it's not really. I mean, it kind of is. What if life wasn't anime?
I mean, yeah, it's a response. It's an answer to that.
It's an answer to that.
Because this is strange. This is the first time that like the title has been brought in. This makes me think it's Jared's because we haven't had a Jared prompt,
Jared prompt, yeah.
and so that maybe makes me think that all of Jared's are like, "What if life was?" He like filled it in. Which
Didn't we
would
have
make sense.
one? What if life was? Or am I wrong?
No, there was like one that was kind of like that, but it wasn't exactly what if life was.
Okay, yeah. I think this guy this
What
smells
if
like
cell
Jared.
phone?
Do you guys want to shift over to like brainstorming ideas?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, we can.
No.
I need to
you're
watch Evangelion. Like,
Oh, that's
I need
up
to
there,
watch
yeah.
that. I'm currently watching. Oh no, it's like, oh man, I don't know the name of it. That's so bad. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, and it's really good. That's all I got right
I've
now.
not heard of that one.
It's
So
very shonen.
it's very what?
It's
Shonen
very
Jump?
shonen.
So does that mean like it's like
It's
like
like
Bleach?
yeah, it's like it's like a protagonist, and there's like there's like Dragon Ball Z kind of, or like Naruto, like you're like there's like there's like combat, and it's like I don't know. This is terrible. We need to move on from this. I don't know how to talk about anime.
I'm gonna need to have terms like definition for me. Like I don't.
Okay, well, that's not going to be tonight. I'm not.
Well, like kawaii. Like what does that mean?
Oh, cute.
Oh, okay.
I think.
And
Also,
this is where
now I'm imagining Donna watch this and kick my ass because I'm not.
Guys, we
doing
need to
jack-
stop talking about anime.
And this
Well,
is
okay,
where
let's-
and this is where uwu comes up, right?
No. You kill them.
Oh,
Well, okay. Let's shift real quick before we jump in. So first idea, because like as an idea for something so far, we have anime podcast with you and Nikki, which we would have to.
oh, you mean like that is the?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
could
Oh
be
my
the
god, I
episode.
didn't even understand. I'm a little loopy right now. Sorry.
No, you're
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's cool.
I could produce that.
Wow, that's kind of weird and meta. I didn't even think about that. What if life was an anime? Like yeah, that works. I
Yeah,
guess.
well, and
wow.
Yeah, it kind of does fill it in.
We talked about like this being medium free, and we talked about doing podcasts, and I never really saw like how that would actually work out, but like that could be kind of cool.
That's going to be something because it's kind of strange because now we're name dropping Nikki.
Oh, apologies.
Well, I mean, that's not what I was going to say. It's just that I can't. It's late right now. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I can't call Nikki and verify. So we would need like a backup plan.
Sure.
Yeah.
For that. So are we just kind of one and done on that as an idea? Because I'm fine with that. Sounds fun, and that also sounds like. Because also a thing to consider is scheduling, because coming up here pretty soon, you are going to be going on tour. Am I incorrect?
Yeah, no, you're correct. I don't think
know
it'll
why I said
be
that.
before this one ends, but yeah.
But that would be a great one for when you are on tour, because then you could, you wouldn't have to be here for that part of it so much. But I imagine with something like that, we could, if you were down to help maybe come up with an intro of some kind, like podcast wise, like music, like and stuff. That could be that's where that's trying to bring us all into it in that sense.
Or like I mean, you could be on the episode with, or like you both could be on the episode with me too. Like you could be us all. I mean, I know you're both more weebs than I am, but like I don't know.
Well, okay. A thing to think about too is that like, are you wanting like a podcast special type of thing, or like an in perpetuity podcast?
I don't understand what these words mean. Explain to me.
Are you wanting a podcast that goes like an actual, like, are you thinking like a weekly podcast, a monthly podcast? Are you thinking?
I was thinking of like a special, like, so like
Oh, so
like,
you want to,
like once a season or something. I don't know. Or like maybe, I don't know.
because then it would be like asking Nikki to come up with a presentation of her suggestions.
Okay. Fair. Well,
Because
like,
I was thinking it was like a monthly podcast where it was like she has a suggestion. That also, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if that would sound like an
I
interesting.
mean, like, it doesn't have to be like a podcast. It could just be like a video that is just like a discussion, just trying to like, like just talking about anime. Like it could be like Nikki sort of like telling you what's up. I know somebody who knows anime a lot too. So
Okay.
I mean, like we could get multiple people on if you wanted. I mean,
So then it would be like your quest to like anime.
to understand yeah,
it would just be like, it would be like
bigger palette
just
of
like
anime.
a discussion about, it'd be like, hey, like, the Phil, I don't know, like,
Oh, this would be the one time where Jared would actually get me to watch an episode of Airbender.
Oh, Avatar?
Yeah.
Avatar is so good. What are you talking
I
about?
don't want to because he's hyped it up so much. You know how people do
Oh.
that sometimes, man?
That's true. Hey, I will let you know. It's one of those. It is really good. Like, I mean, there's a reason people hype it up. It's a very.
it's very good. Are you kind of, how you feeling about this idea?
I'm feeling uncomfortable with how we got here
Okay.
in terms of like,
I mean,
because just in terms of like, I feel like it was like, Nikki likes anime, but I would be uncomfortable assuming she would be comfortable being talked about as like an anime expert.
What if this idea that I have is a quest for me to understand anime more? So we get people that we think are experts. They're not necessarily anime experts, but to us they are, right? So it's not just one person; it's a few people. Like Dylan, you said you know someone.
right.
I know a few people as well, and we also know that one person I talked about. They could be my guide to understanding anime better. That could be kind of fun. But
Okay,
let's
so-
put a pin in it too. Like,
Yeah, because then we're talking about like you know, how many episodes is this going to be, or is it just like a series we release all in one, or is it a video series? Like, I don't know, because like multiple interviews, like I guess actually, well, now hold on, maybe if it was like a documentary style thing, like what if we made like a mockumentary kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how this is shared basically, unless it was like because like now you're talking about committing to like a weekly podcast.
not necessarily. A mini documentary could be really fun. Like literally, where it's like, hey guys, like I'm trying to figure out what anime to watch, like, and then I watch it and then I talk about it and. Sorry,
That's
go ahead.
interesting. Okay. I was imagining it just being like, I guess this is probably too simple or too like disorganized, but I was literally imagining it being just like a one shot like discussion about anime and that's it. Like, I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Like just seeing like, Dave, you don't know much about anime, just, going back and forth about like just literally a discussion might be kind of neat. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not very like super interesting.
No, I mean
but-
like a series of interviews basically, where I mean, but like very light on the interview side of things and more of just like a conversation, like a series of
Yeah.
conversations.
Yeah.
I was even imagining just like everybody on the same table just talking.
Oh, like a round table.
Just like, one video, one shot, just everybody talking about anime until it's done. But that might be kind of, I don't know. I mean, a documentary, mockumentary thing would be awesome. I don't know. I guess I wasn't seeing that big.
Like what we could even do is like, so like I could prompt each person that we like that we want to be in this and like that would be down to be in it, right? And they, before I go to talk to them, they could say, hey, watch this episode of this anime or watch a few episodes, or I depending on how long we have, obviously, right? And then I could meet up with them and talk about like, okay, cool, like why did you pick this, like, and this is, you know what I mean, like that could be
That'd
interesting
be neat,
too.
yeah.
Okay,
Like-
then in that sense, I'm sorry. I'm trying to piece it together as a
Yeah.
project for us in the sense
Right.
of like, okay, so we have now 6 days for this. Are we doing an episode 1 of this and then are going to continue to do this, or are we going to try and get all of these interviews in 6 days? Because I think that if it's going to be, I mean, if it's just one, then is just like an interview or an conversation or a group of people talking, and then are you going to watch all the animes they recommend?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we can shift from this idea. Like this is like I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like to put a pin in it and just see if we can land somewhere. Like, I feel like what a lot of times we'll do is we'll like have a good idea, but it's like not quite there. Find something else, and then bring the first idea back into it, kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd like to put a pin in that one. I think we find something with more meat on the bones.
Okay, let's shoot a sketch where we just do stupid anime stuff, but it's real life. Like,
Okay.
yeah, like we are like, sword fighting, and let's not do that. I don't know. That's the first thing that popped in my head, obviously. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that's like literally, I was just like, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna like, I don't know, like pretend like I'm pretty sure that's been done a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know. Real quick, like, what do you like about anime, Dylan? Like, what do you feel like kind of rings to you about it?
I really like the animation, like the different animations. Like I love that a lot. Like it's kind of like a totally different, medium. You can sort of express things completely different.
Dave, what do you enjoy about the anime you've watched?
Obviously, the different art styles are really, really cool. It's vastly different, vastly interesting. I like how in animation in general, as opposed to traditional, live action kind of stuff, like you can bend rules in ways you obviously can't with just the fact you're drawing or whether it's computer animated or what, but you're still, you can change it in ways. I'd say I like the creativeness and how it's like totally just different, Like,
Yeah. It's like really like you can be so over the top. It can be so over the top, like and dramatic and intense in a way that I don't think you can really achieve from. I mean, you can achieve it from like other types of animation probably, but it's still a little different. And also it can be like just gorgeous. It can be so like the feeling of it. I guess it sounds really weird and cheesy, but like I feel like some of the feelings that I get from watching certain ones I don't get from any other medium or genre of like, show or movie.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, yeah, I would say it's just the
Brandon. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, like, but I do want the same question for me. Like, what do you?
Yeah, I enjoy the impossible worlds. That's just my favorite. Like, I try to watch anime and look at the story and see if I would enjoy it if it wasn't in the impossible world that it's in. Like, I mean, like I watched the first season of Beastars on Netflix.
How was it?
I really enjoyed it. They put out the second season. I don't have much of an interest in continuing the story, but like it's just a high school drama, but the high schoolers are animals.
Right. Yeah. I like watched a YouTube video about that one, and it was like kind of like it said it was basically like a soap opera.
Yeah.
But
like the carnivores are like the carnivores are like they're like, oh, you're gonna eat the herbivores, and like I don't know, it's just kind of weird, but anyway, I think it's just an interesting story and like in an impossible world. Like I don't know, I'd rather watch it in an impossible world than a soap opera.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen humans tell these stories a bunch. I want to see it different.
For sure. Right. Yeah. There's so much expression there, like it's limitless a little bit. It's crazy.
And again, I'm definitely like, I know this is very similar to what we talked about earlier. So if this is not like just we'll cut it out, or not cut it out, but like just exit. But like, I mean, this brings me another idea, kind of like what we were talking about, but different in terms of like interviewing, like kind of doing a thing like I don't know, like my brain's stuck on a mini documentary, right?
Mhm.
So like kind of like what I did in college with like the poetry and with the D&D, like doing a mini documentary with certain people about like like just kind of what you asked us, like what is your favorite anime, like why do you like the animation style, that kind of stuff. We could do something like
That'd be
that.
kind of neat. I like that idea. That's nice. It's a nice idea.
There's just several people that like there's several people that like I would be interested to like know what their take is. There's one in particular who her art style is really amazing, and it reminds, I mean, it's like I want to talk to her about it now, is essentially what I'm thinking of right now. So, and again, this could be something that I could do like on my own time, but I think I want to do this now, like regardless, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but yeah.
Yeah, you could be like, well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't want to push us too far into that direction if that's somewhere we want to go. So yeah, like do you guys have any ideas?
Yeah, like I would like it to have like a distinct like style, maybe a more comedic style even or something. Like
for me, it's like, yeah, something distinct. So it could
Right.
be anything of it. Like if there was a convention going on,
Right.
if there was some angle to it that,
Yeah, no, let's just think of something else. I don't really want to.
or you could, it could be like you could sort of be like the narrator, Dave, and you could be like, hey, I'm on a quest to get more into anime because I've only watched a few and I want to talk to some people who are experts. And I'm gonna do that. And I don't know, you could kind of like sort of do little blips in between where you're like, like, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. We don't have to get into that, but something where it's like kind of, there's some sort of thing happening and it's a little more comedic might be kind of cool, but let's keep brainstorming.
no, I do like that. I like, cause that's what I was wanting. Like something to distinguish it just from a handful of interviews with people we know, I guess, basically.
And then like you could like watch an anime and, kind of like talk about it and be like, I don't know.
See, what I was imagining from what you're saying is basically Dave playing a character for this.
Yeah, I think that's actually, I didn't even realize it, but that's what I was imagining actually. That's really funny. Which is kind of odd, but
Kind of like a Borat situation.
Borat, or like Channel 5, like we were talking about earlier. Like,
I think that's literally why I thought of it. I was literally imagining Dave. Yeah.
So Dave, do you have interest in doing a Channel 5 thing?
I could do that. That would be something.
Now, the flip side to it is like that I feel like would teeter very close to being like we're making fun of people who enjoy anime.
Right, and that's not what I
So
would want at all.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Honestly, I think if we do a exaggerated version of myself, I don't think it would be necessarily right. Or would you guys want, like, what kind of character would you want me to play?
Yeah, that's just it. It would have to be something, we'd have to be very specific with it to not portray it in a way where it's...
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's the last thing I obviously want to do. And I think, I don't know, yeah, like...
well, yeah, that's tricky.
I think we would make it into a way towards I'm not making fun of people, because I don't think I would...
Nah, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just trying to find like a thing to do with it to make it more interesting is tricky. I don't know, like.
I have a quick idea that maybe to flip it a little bit. Take that idea of you being the person not knowing anime and putting that into a sketch and having it be a character who's like has nothing against anime, but like the realistic side of why you don't watch anime is it's just like life, like you haven't, like you would like to, but like, and like I don't know, like a sketch about the struggles of people being like, oh, you gotta watch this anime, and you're just like, I'm not gonna watch it, like damn it, I just don't ever prioritize it. Like it's nothing against anime, I just don't, I don't know, there's a lot of things to watch. I don't know where that sketch goes, but
Have you seen the new Demon Slayer movie? Oh, I'm on episode 1092 of One Piece.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Cut that out.
No F words.
No swearing.
No F words on this podcast.
No, we don't swear. We're golden. I don't know, man.
That's a tricky one. I mean, like I don't know how to elaborate on the other side of the fence. That like how to think of like I can't come up with anything that's.
Well, hey, we did just write a song.
Yep.
So, what if we wrote another song? Not like specifically to this, but I mean like we wrote kind of in the vein with decaf that it was like an analogy between like relationships and coffee. So maybe we could write something with that as kind of a backbone to it. Like, I don't know. Write a song about an anime.
Or about somebody who can't get into anime or is trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Or it's, I don't know.
Oh, or what if we go to a public space and sorry,
Back to Channel 5.
Yeah, what if we go to a public space and we just go around asking people what anime they would like to live in? What anime they would like to live in, what their favorite anime is and why. I don't know. Or just something like that. Like it doesn't have to be public space. I don't know. Something like that. Could be fun. We're also in a pandemic. I don't know. But that I just the prompt being like, what if life was anime? Kind of works that way. It's like, what anime universe would you want to live in? Right? That kind of ties into that.
See, I feel like the struggle with that would be is that I don't know
where we would go
where we feel like we could get a high volume of people that, not that anime is not popular, it's incredibly popular, but like, I don't know, I guess I go to OU campus, like is a place and hope to catch a flock of college students.
Yeah. I think maybe, we could do that. I think maybe that could also just be like an aspect of the mini doc or whatever, like where the people that you're talking to, that could be another thing to talk about.
This would have been a great one for us to get whenever you went to Tokyo and Tulsa.
Yeah, that would have been really convenient, huh?
Yeah.
That would have been wow. Cool.
Bad timing.
Thanks. What is it a box of? The box is it's like a box of, it's not cookies. No, it says, it's got on the side, it's got
Moody.
what?
Moody succulent.
Oh yeah, it was like a plant. I don't think I made
By
it.
Victoria's Secret.
Oh no, okay, it wasn't a plant.
Does it say succulent?
So
Yeah.
Like-
Delicious and arousing.
so
Oh,
far,
yeah, it was a plant then.
So far, the idea I think we kind of got excited about for a second and then got scared of with a little bit was me playing like a character and talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else has seemed to land that we necessarily like. Well, the concern we stopped here was with like it being offensive.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just not so much offensive as just like tonally, what are we going for?
Right.
Like with having a character do this. Like, what's the point of it being a character versus you?
It could be like it could be instead of Dave being the narrator, it could be somebody else like me or you being like more like almost like a reality show where we're like, we're gonna get this guy into anime. Like he knows nothing about anime and we're gonna find some experts and we're gonna, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, but then it comes to a point where it's like, it's not that you don't know anything about anime. You just listed quite a few anime that you've watched actually. Like, right. You're not the biggest novice in the world.
True.
Okay. What if we let's try to think of something else? Because I feel like I've like pushed this in like documentary direction. Like
No, you're good.
That's still, I think, my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's something I can get behind, and I didn't mean to put it down completely in terms of me not wanting to do it. Like, I can get into it. I just
don't want to settle. I get it. Yeah, I mean, we're here to brainstorm. Like, let's brainstorm.
Yeah.
Until I need to go home because I'm feeling bad. But let's do it while we're here. Let's use these brains.
Yeah. And that's just it too. I mean, like, that is the only thing that we've got any meat on the bones.
You were talking about public spaces. We could go into different like anime shops. There's an anime shop in Norman. We could do like the D&D store. We could try to find those collective people.
Yeah, we could just do tiny little like interviews with people in places like that, and just ask them like what their favorite anime is, why, and if they what anime universe they would want to live in.
Weeb excursions.
See, that's just it though. Like, I don't know.
I think do
we really want? Do what?
I think it would be interesting. Like, yeah. I would be interested in hearing those things, but I don't know. I mean, go ahead.
No, that was kind of the question I was going to ask. Is just like, yeah. I mean, if that is something that we're interested in, like,
right? It's not as a as a video. It's not really very. It's just kind of like, okay, you're just okay. I don't know.
Do you guys have favorite animes that you'd want to parody or portray? I mean, that's the easy way that I see this going into in terms of a totally different direction. Like, I know we had mentioned in the beginning that like that's been done before and it wouldn't be necessarily.
Yeah, I guess that's just it. It was like when it comes to like delving into like comedy regarding anime, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I just don't feel equipped.
Yeah,
I don't feel equipped to do that.
Yeah, okay. Like I was sitting here bragging about how we've watched so many anime, we can't even name them all. But like, I know it's not that many.
No,
right.
And I'm not coming up with any hot ideas about how to, comedically portray real life as an anime in a video.
This could also be one where we put this in the black book and move on.
Oh, the what?
The prompt.
Oh no!
Wait, what? No, we can't put the prompt in the black book.
Oh, I thought we could put the prompt in the black book.
Jenga.
No, good ideas.
Jenga game, but it's anime.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
The Jenga idea,
I don't
but make it an anime.
Make the Jenga an anime. So you want me to animate it? You guys playing Jenga?
Yeah.
No.
You both. There's no way.
No. I mean, like, I don't know. We could have a shot that just like what if so it's the Jenga conversation is back and forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so like shoot it normally, but then the like transitions, like whenever a move is played and the next person begins looking and having their lines of dialogue, to make it like an anime shot, like something that's like hyperly intense, focusing on the Jenga.
Yeah. That's closer. Like, that feels more doable, but it still feels a little intimidating. But it would be cool. It'd be funny. It seems like the right setting and the right kind of the right video for that. Where you're like, and you're going back and forth and you're talking about really intense stuff. It's a dramatic, back and forth.
Yeah,
it's the right like thing, but I don't know. I like in terms of like making it like an anime with the visuals, I don't really know. I don't know how we would do that. Do you?
Yeah. It's something I don't feel very confident in.
I don't either.
Also, I want to clarify, you said putting this in the black book. This is the Outback Steakhouse of shows, so there are no rules. It's just right. I don't know if that's Outback Steakhouse, but
and I'm not saying this is a bad prompt or we shouldn't adhere to it. I'm just, we seem kind of like dead fish in the water right now in terms of like ideas. But
well, and that's true.
We can keep chugging. Right.
Well, and I mean, again, like we can do anything we want in terms of this show. My ideas terms was like we could black book ideas that we have to save for later.
Got it.
but we can definitely change that if we're not feeling that, if that's changed. Also, like, I mean, I don't have to be anywhere. You guys have to be places. So like, I'm good for this to go as long as it needs to take. And, but like again, I don't have to be anywhere. Like that's
Dylan, how are you feeling right now? Like
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I got
Will you let
another
us know
like
okay.
yeah, I got another probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I mean,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll. I would say let's do the documentary. I mean, let's because that's going to be the thing that's the only thing I feel anything towards, like you said.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe we can make it more interesting than we're thinking.
I think so. I think so. Because you know what? Because like you're really freaking talented at documentaries. Like I genuinely, I've seen your documentaries and I enjoy them. So I'd be interested to give you this like.
Okay. Well, so do I want to play a character? Like,
I think. What if it was like.
Like, and when I say character, I don't mean like because I know what comes to mind, or to me, what comes to mind whenever I say character first is like a very exuberant, vivacious character that like screams at the whole, like, or not the screams, but like very big. And like, I don't necessarily mean that. I just mean like, I don't know, like an amped up version. Like, yes, I've seen some anime. I haven't seen very much, right? So like, I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking of someone who, like, hey, I don't know. I'm losing my brain. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
You're good. No. All of that tracks, and yes, okay. You know, like I think I wasn't seeing an opportunity to make it feel like it's something collectively our style, and like, so like I don't know. It felt like I was asking you to like go to work, like you know what I mean, almost like
word.
Okay, let's go do a like go do. This is like, or back in college more so than go to work. Like, okay, like go do a news report on this.
Right.
And I was like, how do we make it not that? But like,
yeah. So like, I got excited about the idea just because like I really don't know much about anime, and so like to me it feels exciting for me because it's like, oh shit, like these are people I want to talk to about it anyways. Like, and I don't know, just like what you guys are saying, like seeing different ones, or there's what again the one person in particular like talking about her art style and how like, because I know anime is a part of that, like in it,
right.
I think of her instantly, like someone to talk to, but I also want to make it entertaining and fun, and I want it to feel collectively like ours. I don't want it to be like, okay guys, Brandon, you've got camera, Dylan, you got sound, come follow me around as I talk about this. Like, I don't want to do that necessarily either. I don't know.
I think I have a merge of the two.
Okay.
What if so it was these conversations, but like it was interspersed with a like short story. Oh, the overhead light it finally triggered. I don't know. It's so, anyway.
Our shot is ruined now.
No, it's fine. What if there was something interspersed in between, like an exaggerated character review or just some kind of tale of some kind in that sense, like
Okay.
like even if it was just a simple. I don't know. I don't have a full-fledged like idea.
We could make like little sketches in between each thing. Like, so let's say that's like, I'm like, hey, so what anime do you think I should watch or whatever? And they're like, oh, like check out this. And then like I go and I watch it or whatever. And we can do little sketches around that of like something fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like whether it's parodying or whether it's like.
I like this. I like basically what we're gonna go in because it's getting late on time and we need to wrap this up.
Okay.
We have an idea. And what that idea is basically a expose kind of documentary on artists, anime, and like the just your kind of exploration on that. Getting kind of the angle of it, we'll kind of nail down, and there's going to be a sub part of it as well that's interspersed with sketches or something. Some kind
of comedy to make it light and levitable. Like
give it our style. I think that's really what it would be. I think giving it our style of some kind would be kind of cool.
Okay.
Dylan, how does that feel to you?
I like it a lot.
It is getting late. Dylan, you are not in the highest of health at the moment. Dave, you need to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
This is kind of light went back off.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got this. This is good. Like, this is a good start.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 1 minute on that.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay,
Yeah,
well, we'll be
that's why it's
right
flashing.
back.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Let's cut right back in since this is still recording.
Let's cut right back in. Here we are.
We got it figured out. We're
We
actually
did
all,
it.
all really stoked on it. But we have to go because the camera's dying. I can't throw me, but we'll be back on the 3rd or 4th, whenever this is.
Peace.
It's on the screen now. Can't throw me, bye.
Goodbye.